Welcome back to the Selling in a Crisis Daily Sales Briefing. Our topic today is getting ahead of the recovery curve. So as we sit here at the beginning of April, things look a little bit bleak, but you can begin to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. The economy at some point in May, June, July is going to get back on track. Now, it doesn't mean that the economy will be screaming as fast as it was in January or February, but there is going to be an uptick. There's 350 billion or so dollars that are going to small businesses right now. It's not been released yet, so a lot of small businesses are having a hard time getting the money, but it's going to hit, and it's going to hit sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks. At the same time, you have a lot of checks going out to individuals. That money is going to hit the economy. So with that influx of cash in the economy and reaching the peak on the coronavirus epidemic as it's spreading across the country, and people getting tired of staying at home, we're going to get back on track. People are going to get back to work. It's going to be a tough row in the short term. So right now, where does your brain need to be? It needs to be on the future. You've got to start thinking ahead of that curve. Yes, you got to keep protecting what you have today. Yes, you got to keep prospecting. Yes, you want to take this time to clean out your sales closet and get ready. But at the same time, you want to think about where you're going to be tomorrow. So right now, as things are, it could be bleak. You could be selling to different industries, you could be targeting different industries, but in a month or so, you're going to be back to normal. So what should you be doing? Well, right now, what you should be doing is thinking about the actions that you take today and what those consequences are going to be for tomorrow. So you'll make sure that you don't have any unintended consequences like losing a customer. Earlier this week, we talked about protecting your turf. So you want to make sure that's happening. Protect your turf. Don't lose any customers. At the same time, take a look at your pipeline. Everybody's pipeline is stalled. We all know that. It's glue. And it just kind of came to a screeching halt because right now people are afraid to make decisions. Make sure that you are nurturing what is in your pipeline and that you're talking to the people in your pipeline. You're providing them with insight. You're staying top of mind. And you start thinking about when is it the right time to start asking for the next step and reignite the things that were in your pipeline. It may be that some of those deals are going to loosen up in late May or early June. It may be that some of those deals are going to wait until September, but you want to make sure that you start thinking about what those are. What I would do right now if I had a big pipeline going into March that suddenly stalled is I'd start ranking the deals that I had in my pipeline, and I'd take a look at which ones have the highest probability of closing based on everything that I know, and I'd be pouring my energy into those deals off. You also want to start building your targeted list right now. So think about the prospecting that you're going to be doing in June. Think about the businesses that you have. Go through your CRM. We talked a little bit earlier this week about cleaning out your closet. And cleaning out your closet, part of that process is getting a new targeted list. So start thinking about what industries you're going to target, which businesses you're going to target, and think about ranking those in terms of which businesses are the strongest. There are some companies now because they just didn't have enough cash going into this. So, but there are a lot of businesses that are going to be strong. They're going to stay strong. And when the economy comes back, they're going to be ready for you. So you want to be right there on the spot when those businesses do come back online. And that means that you really have to start thinking about your targeting, who you're going to target, how you're going to target them, start surrounding them on social media, start providing insight, making sure that you're staying top of mind, liking the things that they're posting, talking to the different people that work for them, but begin the process of getting ready then. And the other thing is you want to get your mindset ready. So start thinking about the future. It's really easy to get blinded and myopic about exactly what's happening. But now I want you to start thinking about the future. Start changing your mindset. Start being positive and start having a core faith and belief that it is going to be coming back. And by the way, if you've lost your job during this process, if you're one of those folks and your job went away, you want to do exactly the same thing. Start targeting companies that you want to work for. You may not get hired in the next 60 days or so, but you want to start thinking about those companies, thinking about who you're going to target, surrounding them on social media, making sure that you're present, winning. Don't want to do right now, and what you shouldn't be doing is staying pat. Like in other words, being focused on the moment, so that you miss the opportunity to get ahead of the curve. What you shouldn't be doing right now is wasting this gift of time, because everybody in sales has extra time right now, and not using that time to start planning and being strategic about the future. what you shouldn't be doing is eating too much and drinking too much and not exercising, so that when you get into this uptick, and we're going to have an uptick, and when it starts spiking up, we're going to need all of your mental and physical energy. You shouldn't be sitting around, getting fat and happy while you're waiting for the future to begin sometime. You also should be setting some goals. Start thinking about what your goals are going to be coming out of this economic crisis, and start thinking about what are you going to be doing in terms of ramping up your goals, your sales goals, your weekly goals, your prospecting goals, activity goals going ahead. So my core message to you today is really start focusing. You're going to prepare yourself to get out of the gate way faster than the people around you, which will give you a definitive competitive advantage. So we have any questions? We got one question over here. Trey, what we got?
Jackie Miles said that she's on the verge. She just found out she's furloughed for a couple of weeks. She's wondering what she should do. Should she find more work or?
Yeah, so Jackie wants to know, I just got furloughed, so I'm off for a couple of weeks. It could be 3 or 4. What I would do if I got furloughed right now is I would plan for being furloughed for at least 6 weeks. So all the company has said is, hey, we're going to bring you back, but right now we can't afford to pay you because there's no revenue coming in. So I get that. So there's a couple of things. One thing, Jackie, is if, for example, you believe in your heart your company's going to bring you back, do all the same things. Start getting ready to sell when you come back, because you're going to need that income because you get paid commission checks. So you can do that. If you don't believe, or you have some doubt whether your company ability to bring you back, then I would go go start looking for other work. Start using this time to go out and target other companies you might want to work for. One of the things you can think about is this could be a gift. I mean, it could be a situation where you weren't really happy where you were, and all of a sudden you're going to have an opportunity to pick up, another job or another career, or sell something different, or work for a different company, a dream company. So think about that too. You're going to have some unemployment checks coming in, so you're going to get a little bit of padding there, and again, the federal government has beefed those up so that you're going to get more money. So what I would do is this: if you've been furloughed, use this time to decide what you want to do. But if you believe that your company is going to bring you back and you want to go back to that company, don't let being furloughed stop you from getting ahead of the curve, because if you do that, you're going to be behind when you get back, and it's going to impact your income. We got another question, Trey.
Alan U is wishing you well.
Hey, Alan, how you doing? Thank you for wishing me well. I appreciate that. Any other questions? All right, that is it for the Selling in the Crisis Daily Sales Briefing. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on Monday at noon every day.